Welcome to Sports Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of athletic legends, and I'm your host, Howard Closewell. Today, we're going to tackle the extraordinary story of Ray Nitschke, the iconic linebacker who left an indelible mark on the National Football League. As we embark on this biographical journey, get ready to witness the transformation of a young boy from Elmwood Park, Illinois, into a gridiron giant. Born on December 29, 1936, Raymond Frederick Nitschke entered the world amidst the tumultuous backdrop of the Great Depression and the impending storm of World War II. The air was thick with uncertainty, and the nation's psyche was bruised by economic hardship and the looming specter of global conflict. His early life was marked by the humble surroundings of his family's home, where his father, Robert, worked tirelessly as a machinist, and his mother, Anna, managed the household with a fierce determination that would later inspire Ray's own unwavering dedication to his craft. The Nitschkes were a family forged in the fire of adversity, where every penny counted and every opportunity was seized with both hands. This unyielding work ethic would later become the bedrock upon which Ray's gridiron greatness was built. As a child, Ray was always drawn to physical activity, spending hours exploring the outdoors and engaging in rough-and-tumble play with his friends. The rugged landscape of his youth, a topography of wooded lots, dusty fields, and makeshift playgrounds, became the proving ground for his unbridled energy and nascent athletic talent. His parents, recognizing the boundless potential that lay within their son, encouraged him to participate in sports, which would eventually become his ticket to a better life. The historical context of Ray's early years is crucial in understanding the formation of his character. Growing up during a time of economic hardship and global upheaval, he developed a resilience that would serve him well on and off the field. The echoes of war and depression lingered in the air, imbuing Ray with a sense of purpose and drive that would propel him through the trials and tribulations of his athletic career. Ray's childhood was also influenced by the cultural landscape of post-war America. The late 1940s and early 1950s saw a surge in popularity for sports like football, baseball, and basketball, as the nation sought entertainment and escapism from the traumas of war. For a young boy like Ray, these sports became a source of fascination and inspiration, with legendary figures like Jim Thorpe and Bronco Nagurski serving as idols. The mythic aura surrounding these athletic giants captivated Ray's imagination, fueling his own ambitions and nurturing a deep-seated desire to join their ranks. As Ray entered his teenage years, he began to focus on football, playing for Elmwood Park High School's varsity team. It was during this period that he developed his skills as a linebacker, honing his tackling technique and learning the intricacies of the game under the watchful eye of his high school coach. The influence of this mentor, who emphasized the importance of discipline and teamwork, would later shape Ray's approach to the sport, instilling in him a sense of responsibility that extended far beyond the confines of the gridiron. The early 1950s were also a time of great social change in America, with the civil rights movement gaining momentum and the nation grappling with issues of racial inequality. Although these events may have seemed distant from Ray's small-town Illinois upbringing, they would eventually intersect with his life as he navigated the complex world of professional sports. The reverberations of this tumultuous era, an era marked by protests, boycotts, and landmark Supreme Court decisions, would soon be felt in the rarefied realm of the NFL, where Ray's own journey was about to take a dramatic turn. From his working-class roots to his introduction to football, and from the historical context of his time to the cultural landscape of post-war America, each element contributed to the development of a young man who would go on to become one of the most feared and respected linebackers in NFL history. The winds of change are blowing, carrying with them the whispers of greatness, and Ray Nitschke is poised to seize the moment, to harness the power of his unyielding work ethic, and to forge a legacy that will be remembered for generations to come. As Ray Nitschke embarked on his collegiate football career at the University of Illinois in 1955, he was poised to make a seismic impact on the gridiron, one that would reverberate throughout the annals of sports history. Under the tutelage of coach Pete Elliott, a man whose coaching acumen and paternal guidance would shape Ray's fledgling career, his skills as a linebacker continued to flourish like a tempest, leaving an indelible mark on the Illini defense. The rustic, down-to-earth atmosphere of Champaign-Urbana, with its quaint charm and unassuming demeanor, provided the perfect backdrop for Ray's ascent to greatness. As he navigated the challenges of collegiate football, Ray began to form lasting relationships with his contemporaries, forging bonds that would transcend the fleeting nature of athletic careers. One such relationship was with his teammate and fellow linebacker, Bill Brown, a man whose quiet confidence and unyielding work ethic resonated deeply with Ray's own values. The two players developed a strong bond, both on and off the field, their camaraderie forged in the fire of shared struggles and triumphs. This symbiotic relationship would prove to be a defining aspect of Ray's collegiate career, as he and Brown formed an unstoppable duo, patrolling the gridiron with a fierce intensity that left opponents reeling. The 1956 season proved to be a watershed moment in Ray's collegiate career, as he faced off against the University of Michigan in a game that would test his mettle like never before. The Wolverines, with their storied tradition and imposing roster, presented a formidable challenge, one that would push Ray to the very limits of his endurance. And yet, it was in this crucible of competition that Ray's true character shone brightest, as he recorded an impressive 14 tackles, helping to lead the Illini to a hard-fought 9-8 victory over their Big Ten rivals. This performance not only showcased Ray's exceptional defensive skills, but also demonstrated his ability to rise to the occasion in high-pressure situations, a trait that would serve him well throughout his storied career. As Ray navigated the rarefied atmosphere of collegiate football, he began to attract attention from NFL scouts, who were eager to tap into his talent like prospectors panning for gold. The 1957 season proved to be a pivotal year for Ray, as he led the Illini to a 5-3-1 record and earned All-American honors for his outstanding defensive play. This recognition not only validated Ray's hard work and dedication, but also brought him to the attention of NFL power brokers who were eager to harness his potential like a wild Mustang. As the season drew to a close, Ray began to contemplate his future, weighing the possibility of entering the NFL draft against the option of returning to Illinois for his senior year. And so, with the weight of expectations settling upon him like a mantle, Ray made the fateful decision to forego his final year of eligibility and enter the 1958 NFL Draft. It was a choice that would alter the trajectory of his life forever, propelling him into the rarefied atmosphere of professional football, where the strong survived and the weak perished. The Green Bay Packers, with their storied tradition and loyal fan base, selected Ray in the third round, marking the beginning of a storied professional career that would be defined by his unwavering commitment to excellence and his unrelenting passion for the game. As he prepared to embark on this new chapter, Ray reflected on the lessons he had learned during his time at Illinois, noting that the discipline and teamwork I developed in college were essential in helping me succeed at the next level. These words, spoken with a quiet confidence that belied his youth, would prove prophetic, as Ray's collegiate experience provided the foundation upon which he would build a legendary career. The inimitable Ray Nitschke, a titan of the gridiron whose unyielding ferocity and unwavering dedication to his craft continued to inspire generations of football enthusiasts. As Nitschke's professional career took off, he became an integral part of the Green Bay Packers' defense, earning a reputation as one of the most fierce and dominant linebackers in the NFL. His on-field prowess was matched by his leadership and work ethic, which inspired his teammates and earned him the respect of his opponents. But what drove this man to achieve such greatness? What fueled the fire that burned within him, propelling him to excel in the face of adversity? To understand Nitschke's remarkable journey, we must first examine the formative years that shaped his character and informed his approach to the sport. Born on December 29, 1936, in Elmwood Park, Illinois, Nitschke grew up in a working-class family where the values of hard work, discipline, and perseverance were instilled in him from a young age. His father, a machinist, and his mother, a homemaker, instilled in him a strong sense of responsibility and a commitment to excellence that would serve him well throughout his life. As Nitschke navigated the challenges of his early years, he began to develop a mental toughness that would become a hallmark of his career. He was an intense and focused individual, driven by a fierce competitive spirit that compelled him to push himself to the limit in every aspect of his life. This unyielding determination was evident in his play on the field, where he tackled opponents with reckless abandon, never backing down from a challenge or shying away from contact. Over the course of his 15-year career, Nitschke was named to 8 Pro Bowls, was a 5-time first-team All-Pro, and helped lead the Packers to 5 NFL championships, including victories in Super Bowl I and Super Bowl II. But Nitschke's impact extended far beyond the confines of the playing field. He was a leader, a mentor, and a role model, inspiring countless young players with his work ethic, his dedication, and his unwavering enthusiasm. Critics argued that he was a dirty player, prone to unnecessary roughness and unsportsmanlike conduct. However, those who knew him best, including his teammates and coaches, understood that Nitschke's on-field demeanor was merely a reflection of his unyielding passion for the game. As he looked back on his career, Nitschke reflected on the values that had guided him, saying, "I always tried to play with heart and soul, to give it my all, and to never give up." These words capture the essence of a man who embodied the spirit of competition, perseverance, and excellence. But Nitschke's story is not without its challenges. He struggled with health issues in his later years, including dementia and arthritis, which forced him to confront the harsh realities of a life spent playing a contact sport. Despite these struggles, he remained a beloved figure in Green Bay, where he was revered as a hero and a legend. Today, Nitschke's legacy continues to inspire and influence new generations of football players, coaches, and fans. His number 66 jersey is retired by the Green Bay Packers, and his name is synonymous with toughness, grit, and determination. What lessons can we learn from his remarkable journey? How can we apply the values of perseverance, determination, and excellence that he embodied to our own lives? That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.